Friends, let us see some good questions here for your APPSC and Tspsc Amvi examination for automobile engineering paper 2. Normally, the clutch is mounted between engine and gearbox, ECG, electrocardiogram. Easy way to remember. So, engine, gearbox, and then your clutch is between engine and your gearbox. Right. What term is used to cover the components which are fitted to form the drive between the engine and roadway? This is your transmission. Suspension is something like to support the load. Final drive is between your what you call propeller shaft and your differential, right? So other things, this is also not correct. So for example, your power drive. So only to give you confusion, to make you confused, only the correct answer is your transmission. A commercial vehicle has two steered axles and two driving vehicles. This is called 8x4 type. 8x4 type. Right. A frame consisting of side and cross members of channel section is normally used on heavy commercial vehicles. So here, channel section, there are various types of sections are there. Channel section, then your what you call box section, and then your tubular section also there. So here, channel section is normally used for heavy commercial vehicles. Right. The distance between the centers of front wheels is called track, and between front and back wheels it is called base. So this is your track. As a result of collision, one frame side member is set back in relation to the other side member. When the frame is set in this way, is said to be not twisted, nor torsion, nor extended. Extension because of the axial load or tensile load. Torsion because of the twisting or rotation. Twisted, only partial what you call rotation, you can say, right? So all the three are wrong answers. A, B and D. The correct answer is lozenged. Lozenged. Right. As applied to the specification of a heavy commercial vehicle, the abbreviation GVW, this is your gross vehicle weight. This is actually mentioned in your Automobile Motor Vehicle Act 1977. So various abbreviations are there. Please go through that Automobile Act, what are your Motor Vehicle Act. This is very, very important. There could be some questions for your automobile engineering exam. Okay, so this is your correct weight is neither your general vehicle width nor given variable wheelbase or gross vehicle width. No, it is gross vehicle weight. It is something has something to do with your weight of the vehicle. That is your gross vehicle weight. Most modern cars use a specially constructed body shell onto which is attached the main components. This construction is called your integral. Channel is something side and cross members use the channel cross section. Independent, it is a part of, it is a type of suspension system. Independent suspension system. Separate, no, it is because it is actually it is body shell. Actually here motor cars, a specifically constructed body shell is okay, onto which is attached a body shell, a main components. Onto the body shell, main components are attached. So these are called integral because actually they are forming an integral part. So this is correct answer is integral, neither independent nor channel nor separate. Which type of vehicle has the following advantage? Even load applied to each wheel. This is your front, your engine should be in front and your driving wheel should be in rear. This is nothing also called rear wheel drive. So first your drive comes to the rear wheels and accordingly you can steer it by with the help of your steering. Your front wheels automatically follow the steering. So first the drive comes from the engine to the rear wheels on the rear axle. So engine will be in the normally in the front position and driving wheels will be in the rear position. So normally this type of drive you see in our Indian vehicles, front engine and rear wheel drive. So all the terminology are interchanged, front to front. So he has given four combinations, front and between front and rear. Front rear, rear front, front front, rear rear. No, it is actually front rear. Right. The type of engine used in most motor cars is internal combustion engine. External combustion engine is your turbine. In the turbine what happens? Outside the turbine, so in the boiler the steam is generated and the steam is going to expand in the turbine and which is going to give rise to the power. So this your turbine is also a sort of engine, but here the combustion of the fuel, okay, for generating the steam is taking place in the boiler. So that is not the correct answer. So diesel and combustion ignition engines are the same name for the diesel engine and you are actually, generally speaking, the type of engine used in most motor cars is the internal combustion engine, where the combustion takes place inside the cylinder by way of spark generated in case of a petrol engine, and compression in case of your air in case of a diesel engine, right? So your internal combustion engine. Which of the following car body shapes has the largest internal dimensions? Saloon, coupe, and your convertible and estate are the different car body shapes. So your estate car has the largest internal dimensions. So I think 2018 there was one question on coupe or saloon. I don't remember correctly, but definitely you can get one question out of these different types of car body shapes. So please concentrate more on such type of questions. Car body shapes, different types of car body shapes. Your estate car has the largest internal dimension. Next, the type of engine used in heavy commercial vehicles. This is again your petrol and spark ignition are the synonyms for your petrol engine. Your external combustion engine is nothing but your turbine, just now I said. So you are, for most of the heavy commercial vehicles, we are going to use the diesel engines. For short vehicles or small vehicles, we are going to use normally petrol engines. It is not hard and fast rule, but generally we go for diesel engines for commercial vehicles, heavy commercial vehicles. The purpose of a brake is to, actually there is a confusion between C and D. It is, the purpose of a brake is not always to only stop the drum or disc from rotating. It can even, so a brake can either bring the vehicle to rest, or it can even retard the motion of the your vehicle. So in both cases, definitely there is conversion of kinetic energy into the heat energy between the road wheels and that means tires and your road, friction between the tires and road surface. So here the kinetic energy, because of the motion of the vehicle, when you apply the brakes, it is going to be converted into heat energy because of the friction between the road wheels and your road surface. So in any case, this is the correct answer. Which transmission unit disengages the drive and provides a smooth take-up of the drive? This is your clutch. Clutch is always used to engage and disengage your engine shaft with the your main or transmission shaft, right? So here the correct answer is clutch. But in gearbox, what you are going to get? You are going to get different speed ratios between the engine speed and your main shaft or drive shaft speed. There are various types of gear ratios are there for each first gear, second gear, and top gear, and your reverse gear also. Right, so please go through that very carefully. And final drive is definitely not the correct answer. So the unit that disengages the engine shaft with the transmission or main shaft is your clutch. The purpose of a suspension damper is to what you call absorb the energy in the spring. It is going to absorb the energy in the spring, neither take the road shock nor prolong the bounce nor prevent the spring deflection. Suspension damper is always true. In the damper there is always a viscous fluid, so which will be damping out the vibrations. So the purpose of a suspension damper is to absorb the energy in the spring. I think you must be knowing spring mass dashboard system. So right, so the correct answer here is your absorb energy in the spring. Okay friends, so we have discussed some good questions for your automobile engineering second paper, that is for your state motor vehicle inspector for Appsc and Tspsc. Let us meet in next video with some more subject. All the best.